Essentials, Wagwan. How are you feeling today? Are you overworked, stressed? Are you feeling a bit frustrated? If the answer to this was yes, then you are definitely not alone. And we want to have the conversation around your mental health today. I know how difficult it is as a healthcare provider pouring into others while sometimes not prioritizing our own health, our own mental being or state. So I am Shaquille Notice. I'm the founder of Sunwealth and also the author of my new book, Finding All of You, a Physician's Guide to Self-Discovery. And today we just want to walk through a few steps as to how we can get back on track to taking care of ourselves. Because let's face it, there is no benefit for neglecting your mental health. So we're going to get right into it. And the first strategy I actually discuss in my book here is journaling. One of the characters, who is also a medical professional, goes through life and realizes that sometimes journaling can be an art form of expression that helps to release the stress and the burdens of our day to day. Now, what are the rules behind journaling? Luckily, there are none. And I will provide you with an approach, however, because guess what? According to the University of Rochester Medical Center, journaling does reduce stress. It helps to manage anxiety and cope with depression. In regards to an approach, luckily, you make the rules and you can be as abstract as you want to be. Whether it's purchasing a book and writing in that, or getting a piece and paper and just collecting that. It's really what is best for you. However, please ensure that you are one, reflecting and tracking how you feel. You share your thoughts about your day today. What am I feeling today? Especially if something great happens or significant. Jot your feelings, as journaling helps you to get your thoughts into words and bring that into reality, so you can do a screening or an autopsy of what you're thinking. Write your problems, your goals, and any concerns you may have, especially your goals. I do believe writing helps to manifest your dreams and also the things that you are very passionate about as you create mental networks to get to your goals. And working through issues you're having with others. This has saved some of my relationships where I am now able to jot down what I'm feeling, process it, and learn how to express it to others. And I think this is a great way to also build communication skills. Now, some of you might be upset with me when I say this, but a lot of us are addicted to social media and we need to get that under control. Alright, before you come for me, you can actually check your phone and see and track how much time have I been spending on social media. And I believe that in today's world, we are bombarded with superficial images of moments other people are having, and then we compare, and this actually influences a great depression in our people today. Helpguide.org actually states that multiple studies have found a strong link between heavy social media and an increased risk for depression, anxiety, loneliness, self-harm, and even suicidal thoughts. And so I want us to be very careful with how we spend our time. Our time is so precious, life's currency. Be careful how we're spending it. Now, here are some ways that you can actually reduce your time on social media and improve your mental health. Utilizing the wellness resources on your phone to set timers on your social media apps. Deleting social media apps from your phone. Yes, deleting it. Silencing notification from social media apps. If you know you have other things to prioritize, please prioritize those things. And do other activities in your downtime, such as exercising, hanging out with loved ones, and picking up a new hobby. I understand that social media can be a positive instrument. However, too much of a good thing and turns out to be a bad thing. Alright? While you are searching for new hobbies such as reading, right, it can actually help you improve in the following ways, as of research shows. For example, helping you sleep better. Ever read a good book before bed? I guarantee you will fall asleep. Reduce stress, improve your relationships, and keep your mind sharp. Need a good book recommendation? How about Finding All of You, a Physician's Guide to Self-Discovery? Trust me, you will like it. Now, I have one question for you. Are you being mindful? If not, it's time to practice mindfulness. But what is mindfulness? I'm so happy that you asked. According to the American Physiological Association, it is defined as the awareness of one's internal state and surrounding. Mindfulness can help people avoid destructive or automatic habits and responses by observing their thoughts, emotions, other present moment experiences without judging or reacting to them. Simply put, mindfulness is being present in the moment. And so there is research that actually shows how mindfulness can improve your mental health. And don't worry, I'm gonna get it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. A 2016 study on Brazilian nurses showed that mindfulness reduces stress, depression, and burnout, which is so common amongst our physicians and our nurses today. Mayo Clinic also mentioned that research has linked mindfulness to improve sleep, attention, and diabetes control, while showing a decrease in job burnout. Now, being mindful does help you to capture what's happening at the present moment and to also evaluate the next move. And I think this is very important as we try to process our negative thoughts, as we sit down, as we take a breath, close our eyes, and to just evaluate what we are feeling in the present moment. And I think sometimes it might not come naturally, but I think it's good to put this into practice so that we become better in regards to not just being aware of our surroundings, but also what's happening inside of us. The next on the list is so important, which is ensuring that we assemble a support system. Life is hard, and so therefore I think it's very critical that we have a support system, a framework of people who are actually there to support us when we need support, when life gets hard, right? We are our brother's keepers, for real. And if it is that you don't have a group or a tribe or kin or family or a community around you, I think you need to now assess that situation, because you could be carrying a load you were never meant to carry alone. So the support system's role is to provide emotional and practical support. And just think about it. How do you feel when you go out with your favorite sister, Aisha, and have a meal, have a conversation with a friend, catching up after such a long time of not being within each other's presence? Just a call, right? I think these are things that we overlook, and they do add to our mental stability. The National Institute of Mental Health actually recommends staying connected and reaching out to your support system for the emotional and practical support and help that you need. The University of Buffalo says that having a support system can bolster you emotionally when you are overwhelmed, make you more resilient in times of stress, and enhance your feeling of security. And sometimes it's not only building these support systems in terms of just the personal, but also within the professional realm, where we are also now getting to know our co-workers, our neighbors, joining professional organizations or programs that our workplaces might offer, right? And even if they don't offer it, there are different communities on social media that may foster the same benefits or advantages by having those people in that group. The University of Buffalo actually recommends starting a book club, grabbing a bunch of people that like to read, picking a book and just discussing it, even if it's just in passing, saying, hey, this really helped me. And of course, I'm going to recommend to you finding all of you A Physician's Guide to Self-Discovery, a great read for healthcare workers who are trying to find themselves amid their careers centered around serving others. Now, another way in which we can ensure we're taking care of ourselves is something that we usually prescribe but don't usually take ourselves: exercise. Yeah, I know it can be daunting putting exercise inside your already busy schedule, but it is important as well as necessary. Now, there are studies that show that exercise improves mental health by reducing anxiety, depression, and negative mood, and by improving self-esteem and cognitive function. I know that most of the time people say, yes, I need to sign up for the gym. However, we can use smaller steps in order to get physical fitness into our regime. And that can include using the stairs, parking farther away from where you usually work, doing home workouts on YouTube, and of course, if you can't fit it in, doing gym workouts, getting a personal trainer. Know where you are and know what works for you. Now, remember, fitness isn't always found in the gym. You can use other hobbies such as dancing, yoga, sports that not only gives you the benefit of the physical part or aspect, but also connects you with your people. Now, in regards to your physical fitness, I don't want you to quit. However, there are some things that you probably should quit, like your job. Now, hear me out. I'm not saying that you should just get up and leave your career or your job. However, what I am saying is, maybe if it is that your environment is toxic, to consider other options, or maybe it's time that you consider moving to a different type of environment or department. Now, I'm not sure if your work qualifies as toxic. However, Barton Associates says to look for these 5 signs: verbal abuse, unpleasant culture or bureaucracy, responsibility but no autonomy, structures that encourage ethical dilemma, we don't want that, and supervisory issues. Please understand, a toxic environment is not a necessity, it's not a necessary evil, nor is it beneficial to you. So please examine and see what steps are needed for you to ensure that you are prioritizing your mental health. The American Psychological Associate also says that chronic stress from the workplace, especially in the form of abuse, can lead to depression, heart disease, cancer, and other illnesses. And trust me, can your paycheck cover all of that? Something to consider, right?
Now, another aspect of ensuring that we're healthy is therapy. Therapy has definitely changed my life, and in the book, we actually explore how it helps medical professionals. Now, what therapy does is it allows someone who is a professional to give you a close up mirror image by stepping back, allowing you to examine yourself and giving you more insight on your behaviors, your personality, and who you are, and also helping you to navigate how to reach the person you were purposed to be by now including healthy habits. And I believe it's very important, even if it is that you think you're healthy, to do this because it equips you with resources that helps you to become a better person in the long run in regards to your communication, how you're able to be mindful with yourself, and just awareness overall. So, medical professionals, I urge you, please ensure that you find a therapist, shop around if you need to, and just make sure that you implement the 7 steps that we've gone through in order to navigate your mental health. Now, I really want to thank you, and as we close, I really hope this was beneficial and advantageous to you. And if you like content like this, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you're thinking. Did these help you? Do you have others that you'd like to suggest? Talk to us because we care for you. Thank you and blessings.